So throughout this series, we would be using a software that is called as Android Studio. So Android Studio is the software which is launched by the Google and which we use for creating the Android applications. So if some of you might have tried Android application development like 6 months before or 1 year before, you must be knowing about Eclipse also. So previously we used to use Eclipse for creating the Android application. That is IDE, that is Integrated Development Environment, like Visual Studio or the C++ editor, something like that. But nowadays we use Android Studio because it is much more advanced than the Eclipse. And the second reason is Google has dropped support for the Eclipse and now they are supporting Android Studio. So we would be learning to use the Android Studio. So Android SDK is, so I would say, Shanti, Android SDK is the combination of the app framework and the library. So it has got everything built in. So that's why it has got a very large size, I would say. So it will have all the app framework libraries and it will also have those embedded libraries which you would be using for creating the applications. So I would say every component are tied together. So you cannot have the app framework without the library, or you cannot have the library without the app framework. So basically, so whenever you will have the SDK, so all the things are there. And I would certainly send you the link. So what I would do is I would just click on that particular link. So as you can see, when you will click on that link, it will take you through the Android Studio. Okay, that's really great. So you have all received the link. So from here, you would be downloading the Android Studio for depending on which platform you are using. So if you are using Mac, you can download it for Mac, for Windows, for Linux. So depending on your operating system. So once you download it, so if you download it on Windows, you would be getting the standalone exe file. So you just have to double click on that exe file and you can start the installation of the Android Studio over there. Okay, so once you install the Android Studio, so if you are on the Windows, so it will get installed in the program files. So you would see something like this. Okay, and there is one thing which we have not kept in the slides is the Java installation part. So as we know, Android runs on the Java. So if you want to install and start working with the Android Studio, before that you have to install the latest version of Java. So the latest version that is available in market now is the Java 1.8. So I would recommend you to install the Java before Android Studio. If you don't have Java and if you try to install the Android Studio, you would get the error. And you can always change the installation. So you can save it in C drive, you can save it in D drive. So it is like a normal Windows file. It is like a normal Windows setup. You can always point out the different installation locations over there. And Shanti, Android Studio needs at least Java 1.7. So it will need at least Java 1.7 to start working. So if you have got Java 1.5 or 1.6, so it might not work properly, I would say. So guys, so you can set up it now. So there is no such hardcore requirement that you should be practicing with me. So you can practice it in your own free time. So I would recommend you to concentrate on the session and then you can do it. Or if you have very good bandwidth, you can download it right now also. Okay, so yeah. So you would see here. So the Android Studio by default it gets installed in the C program files and Android folder over there. So we have got the Android Studio setup where we are downloading the Android Studio and these are the requirements which we have. So I would say down point of Android Studio is it requires the very good hardware on your computer. So it would require, I would say, at least Core i3 processor. It would require 2 GB of RAM. It is recommended by the it is listed down by the Google, but I would say you would require at least 4 GB of RAM. You would require at least 500 MB of hard disk space. So I think we would always have the greater than 500 MB. So Android Studio SDK will take at least 1 GB out of that. So 1280 by 800, that is the minimum resolution that would require. We would require minimum SDK version, Java version as 7, And as I said, you should require the latest version of processor. Why? Because if you want to install the applications on the emulator, you would require the latest processor. So Android emulator are, I would say, there are a lot of bugs in the Android emulator. So normally, I would say 80% of the time, we always prefer to install the applications on the physical device which we have. So we just connect our device to the laptop and we install the applications on that instead of Android emulator, because Android emulator has got a lot of bugs over there. So I would encourage you, if you have the physical device, just connect it and try to install the applications on the device. Vinayak, you can use Eclipse, but I would recommend you to install and run the Android Studio, because Eclipse doesn't have a great support to the latest version of Android, that is 5.0. So that's the reason. And Mohammed, I did not try Windows 10 preview version, but I think it should just work. Okay, so yeah, so when you will download the Android Studio, and when you will start the Android Studio, you will be getting a screen, something like this. Okay, so where you would able to create the new applications, where you would be able to import the existing applications and you can install the SDK platforms. So remember, Android Studio is just a front-end editor where you will be writing the code. But behind the scene, Android Studio is going to use the SDK. So always remember, Android Studio doesn't, so it is not like something like SDK is a part of Android Studio. So Android Studio is the separate application and SDK is a separate thing. So behind the scene, Android Studio uses the SDK for compiling your applications. So it's just an editor. So rather than typing the applications in the notepad, you would always use the Android Studio for creating the applications.